Well, good afternoon, everyone. It is my pleasure to uh, tell you about my presentation today because today I would like to present the title for my final project. It is implementation and performance analysis of Camellia server and Open SIPS server interconnection through Asterisk server in a video called Surface. Let me introduce myself. I am Andi Hendra, and I'm a student of Telecom University, and my major is in telecommunication technique. Well, let's begin. First, I'm going to tell about my topic today. There are four topics we're going to talk about. First is the background. The background why I'm choosing this title. And then the next, the definition of Camellia server, OpenSIP server, and Asterisk server. And then the third is configuring servers, and then the last is parameters to analyze. What is the parameters to analyze? Well, next. Uh, so why I am choosing this title? Because at present there are have been various IP-based softwares that lead to the next generation network. So some software including OpenSIPS, Camilo server, Asterisk, Trixbox, and OpenIMS. Then a problem arises when the packet switch network is connected to the circuit switch or PSTN network, and due to the differences in protocol that work, so we need a media server to overcome these problems, namely by applying the Asterisk software architecture. Then, to support the reliability of the system, translational tools are used to facilitate the regulation of numbers that the client uses. Namely, it is enum, or electronic number mapping. Then next is we are going to talk about the Camellia server. What is Camellia server? Camellia is an open source SIP server released under GPL. The servers able to handle thousands of call setups per second. Camellia also can use to build large platforms for VoIP or voice over IP and real-time communication, WebRTC, instant messaging, and other applications. Moreover, it can be easily used for scaling up SIP to PSTN gateways, so this Camellia server also can be used for connecting to the PSTN with VoIP or voice over IP. Two different platforms can communicate well. And then the next is OpenSIPS server. So the server is an open source SIP proxy or server for voice, video, IM, presence, and any other SIP extensions. So the server is a multifunctional, multi-purpose signaling SIP server. It can act as IP router or switch, as IP register, application server, redirect server, load balancer, and so many more. SIP is a protocol that used for voice over IP. So this server with Camellia server is the same protocol, so it can talk or it can communicate well with each other. And then the next is Asterisk server. Asterisk server is Asterisk powers IPv6 system, so VoIP gateways, conference server, and used as SMBs enterprises, call centers, couriers, and government worldwide. So Asterisk runs on Linux and other Unix platforms with or without hardware that connects your server to the traditional global telephony network, which is the PSTN. So if you can see by this free server mostly have a same functional, it can use for connecting the PSTN to the uh, VoIP or voice over IP, which is a packet switch. So it will be used for connecting between Camelio and OpenIPS and created by the Asterisk, so it can interconnection to the PSTN server. Then how I configure these servers? As you can see, we use enum also. This is enum and then asterisk Camelio OpenIPS by making configuration, and so also we make registration for all of the clients, and then combining all the four server, and then make it connect, and then after that we make the interconnection. By interconnection, if it fail, we by the flowchart, if the interconnection is failed, so we need to reconfigure all of the server, and after that we make sure if it is success, and then we can make the performance analysis by a few parameters. There are 5 parameters. First is throughput, and then delay, packet loss, voice clearance, and visual quality. So by these 5 parameters, we can see that if the quality of the video call is good or not enough, like that. Okay, I think that's all my presentation today. Thank you for all the attention. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.